We have a roster move today that is going to change the entire landscape of the AFC. I mean, one of the fastest, most explosive players in NFL history is leaving Miami, and he is not leaving alone. By the end of this, you are going to see why the Dolphins are a completely different team today.
It's less of a roster move and more of a complete demolition.
A demolition, exactly. But hey, before we get into the carnage in Miami, do us a quick favor. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment right now. Let us know. Where do you think a superstar like Tyreek Hill is going to land at this point in his career?
Yeah, I'm curious to see those predictions.
Okay, so we're digging into the NFL.com news roundup for Monday, February 16th, 2026. It has been a chaotic Monday, and I think our mission here is pretty clear.
Yeah, we need to sort of parse the difference between teams that are building, stabilizing, and then what's happening down in South Florida, which is a hard reset.
Let's get through the appetizers first then. We've got Cleveland and Vegas making some coaching moves. The Browns hired Mike Rutenberg as their new defensive coordinator. This feels like a very specific tactical choice.
Oh, it is. Rutenberg's coming from Atlanta. He was the defensive pass game coordinator there. And in today's NFL, that title, that's the new breeding ground for DCs.
So you're not just hiring a guy to stop the run.
Exactly. You're hiring someone specifically to shut down the passing attack. It's a smart, modern hire for Cleveland.
Okay, and then you've got the Raiders bringing in Joe DeCamilis for special teams. That's a name that's been around forever.
That's a safety blanket hire. When things are a little volatile elsewhere, you bring in a veteran like DeCamilis. You're basically ensuring your kicking game doesn't lose you any games.
Right. Same logic for Jacksonville, it sounds like. They re-signed DeeJay Dallas and Matt Dickerson.
Yep. Not flashy, but those moves raise the floor of your roster. You're building depth.
Okay, so those teams are like caulking the windows, fixing the drafts. Miami just took a sledgehammer to the entire foundation. Let's get to the Dolphins.
It is a massive purge. The headline, of course, is Tyreek Hill. The cheetah is being released.
Which is shocking enough on its own. But I'm looking at the list here, and he's not the only starter walking out that door.
Not even close.
Yeah.
They're also cutting receiver Nick Westbrook-Ikhine and guard James Daniels. And then on the other side of the ball, they're releasing Bradley Chubb.
Hold on. Chubb and Hill, those were the guys. They were the pillars of that franchise. This feels like it's more than just a, quote, football decision. You don't cut that much talent unless your back is against the wall.
You hit the nail on the head. This is not about performance. This is about the credit card bill coming due.
Yeah.
We have to talk about dead money and what a contract restructure actually means.
Okay, break that down for us, because we always hear restructure, and it sounds like this magic trick to save money.
Well, it feels like magic until the bill arrives. So last year, the Dolphins restructured Chubb's contract. They basically took his salary, converted it into a bonus to save cap space then, and pushed the real cap hit into the future.
And now, it's the future.
Welcome to the future. That one move created a massive $31.2 million cap hit for 2026.
So wait, they're cutting him now, but they still have to pay for that decision they made last year?
Precisely. That $31 million is just an anchor on their books. So by releasing all these guys, they're trying to get out from under it, but it just costs them any chance of competing this year.
Yeah.
This is the dark side of going all in. The window closes and you have to pay up.
It is such a fascinating contrast. You look at Cleveland or Jacksonville just trying to optimize the margins, make small improvements, and then Miami is basically just admitting, we messed up the math and now we have to reboot the whole system.
That's the cycle of the NFL, right? Miami went for the short-term star power, and today is the hangover.
It really is a tale of two off seasons, so here's a final thought for you to chew on. With Tyreek Hill and Bradley Chubb hitting the open market at the exact same time, which contender out there has the cap space and maybe the guts to go all in on them, knowing they might end up in the exact same financial mess Miami is in right now? Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.